a bit better.
Sure.
But there's not every spot is a good spot for that champion. Meanwhile, like there's some fun ones. Sylas is very fun. Probably not nearly as good, but we'll see if there's any sort of fun stuff as far as the deeper we get into Fearless, because if Shopify continue to lose more games, or one more game, then they would really want to up their risk tolerance and just like pick one of the new things that just got changed and see if they can finagle a win there. I really do think Kiana is in a very good spot, and you don't even have to play her in jungle.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Mid lane, you think it Palafox?
Yeah, I don't think that Palafox has played it very recently much at all. And that is definitely a champion that you do need to practice a decent amount to have good, snappy combos. Yeah. So I think the likelihood is very low, but you do need some like surprise tools if you're looking for an upset, if you start to get desperate, if you continue to lose games. Regardless of that fact, though, in this one, we mentioned in game number 1 possibilities of blue. Blind pick Renekton for Thanatos, and that's what they've gone with.
Yeah, for the classic carry top lane for C9, let's see what they want to lock in for mid lane now, as it's a Viktor hover currently. The last point I'll say on the Kiana, the last pro player I remember being known for it, Damonte, technically coach of Palafox right now. Maybe we see it, maybe we see it.
Back in those clutch days.
Back in the clutch gaming days.
That was Kiana plus Rumble. They had this patented comp, and Rumble was used in the first game, so unfortunately, they can't combine it with the Rumble. But you can combine it with other nice AoE things and go for like kind of similar ideas there. Regardless, Cloud9, they remain very standard in their pick ban.
Wait, Kobe, where is it? Where's this
Bring back this or that. I've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years.
That was my favorite show.
Also, Masterminds. That was a fun one too. Yeah, this or that. This or that, Kangas. Cloud9 or Shopify in this game?
Well, I'm going Cloud9 so far. Yeah. Well, okay, well, let's see what the third pick is.
But the upset possibilities here. All right, Fudge with Sion here. I think that's a pretty good answer as far as bringing really good team fight and some front line here to play in front of the Orianna.
I believe that is Fudge's first Sion of the split, though, so interesting that he is pulling out more of a tank here, focus now against C9 for game number 2, allowing, instead Bvoy, allowing Palafox to be those primary carries, primary engages. There we go, the classic J4. You know, Kobe, are you aware that this man right there, I've seen it, he's shown me the proof, #1 smite stealer in the world? According to the
I did, but I only learned that last weekend.
Okay, nice.
But I did know that, and it is very impressive. So here's here's my pitch for Spice though. So Sion, you think that is a normal tank Sion, right? Don't you?
I would assume. I mean, he's got a big health bar. He stacks HP.
On this patch, they specifically buffed for AD Sion some angles.
That's so cursed, but yes, the Sion, yes.
They specifically buffed some AD Sion angles for your ultimate, and they increased the armor shred on your roar as well.
Yeah. What's the ult? It's now up to like 120% at max range.
What would your percentage chance of an AD Sion be? Is it a whole number, or is it less than 1%?
Okay, it's more than 1%.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5%.
Ooh, okay.
High likelihood 5%. That it's still tank.
I'm gonna say it's still under 1%, but I hope that we get to see some.
Well, we'll ask Fudge after this game. Whether he goes it or not, be like, were you thinking about it? Were you aware?
I'm gonna guarantee he was not thinking about it. But let's continue on with it. Okay, Contractz Lee Sin, nice. This is definitely a very mobile champ that you can pull some crazy setups with Orianna plus Lee Sin plus Sion here. Maybe Shopify can craft it this time around as far as their team fight setup.
And I love seeing Contractz on junglers that can be facilitators, be playmakers, because he just is such a powerful player for setting up the team in these team fights.
Reaper is unimpressed. Fully locked in, unimpressed with the Lee Sin pick. Let's see what they followed up with here for the bottom lane into the Lucian plus X. I mean, only the Braum was banned. So usually you think of, Lucian plus Nami or Emilio, but they've saved it for full counter pick here. So could be something else for Seos.
Yeah, I do like the Enchanters just because they help with Lucian scaling, make sure that he's always
if Braum is banned out. I've become a huge lover of the Lucian Braum, but that's why I think it was a very good ban. We'll see, though.
Rell,
So more low spicer, so does have some CC to still work with to be able to help proc there for Lucian. And the big AoE, they're dreaming of these big Rell ults and shockwaves and possibilities here for themselves. Maybe they can actually bring it to fruition within the game this time around.
That's a good point. They have 2 ultimates that will, you know, suck everybody into one center point. That AD Sion, think about that Q, how much damage that would do, Kobe. Oh. That would be crazy. They don't even, ult. Yeah. They have Rell the front line. They don't need Sion to go full tank.
Very unnecessary, is what I would say.
Okay.
If that happened.
You don't think they need a third AD threat, you know? But when I look at C9's composition, I actually still think it's going to be hard for someone like a Lee Sin to fully execute. Whenever I see Renekton, that point-and-click stun, it can be really tough for Lee Sin to actually get in there.
Yeah. Also, we're memeing on the buffs, but like, if you just build a Titanic Hydra, or you just build any little bit of AD was buffed on this patch
better
for Sion, right? So, like, it doesn't have to be a troll lethality.
And we're into it. So when I'm looking at these compositions, the Lee Sin obviously pulls a lot of eyes towards it because it can make action happen. So can the J4. As opposed to the last junglers, the Skarn and Wukong, I wait till level 6. I set a timer on my phone and say check in on them once they have their ultimates. These two can actually make action happen a little earlier. So what do you think the percentage chance of that is, Kobe?
100%. I'm all in. I'm
like
full porting.
Hey,
full porting to action.
Well, it's going to depend on which lanes they want to look at first here. Currently, Contractz looks to be starting on the top half of the map. Blaber will get that ward down to spot out where Contractz is going to start the pathing, because if you want to go towards that bot side, play towards the Lucian, play towards the Rell engage setup. I don't hate that angle here for Contractz.
There we go. Some thumbs up. Loki definitely, I would say a bigger thumbs up, because he absolutely demolished.
He did. Somebody said nerf Loki. They had a sign in the audience saying that.
Where's the hotfix on that Loki? That Loki is way too powerful last game.
That's some blue side rumble Loki right there. Oh, that stat doesn't exist anymore. I'm going to miss that one now that we learned about it and it's gone. It's like you don't know what you had until it's gone.
Yeah, well, we had it for 8 years.
We had it for a long time.
And it's good that it's gone.
True.
So we did talk about this. I asked actually in the pregame interview.
He's turning green.
Because
he's getting a little angry.
Palafox said in the podcast that he plays better when he is a little bit angry. And here we go. He should be a little bit angry after the last game because Loki stole the show.
Yeah. Got the solo kill and was just able to scale much stronger than Palafox was. Would you be a little angry after that, Kobe?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be a little sensitive because you know, your teammates might be all looking at Loki and being like, "What the heck? This is here got out of control." Let's see where the junglers go though. So Contractz is pathing down towards bottom lane, and Jarvan here heading up towards the Sion Renekton lane. There's a lot more skirmishing on bottom side.
Yeah, we saw this in game 1 as well. Bvoy and Seos able to walk away with slightly more health, although that one little auto there does land onto Seos and now has to pop the potion. And with Contractz pathing towards bot side, I do like Bvoy and Seos playing aggressive here because it just means that they can set up the gank, but instead it's Vulcan going for the engage. Seos uses the heal early. Vulcan as well used his.
Luckily for Shopify, they're the ones with the bottom pathing jungler. See, Wave is pushing towards them as well, but Seos feels like that was just too much health loss and goes for the early recall. With the Wave pushing towards them, of course, it's just safe for Bvoy. Bvoy can just farm up here. But you can tell from Cloud9's positioning, since they know that their own jungler is pathing away from them, regardless of what just happened, they're like, you know what, we have to play this very safe. So Vulcan was on the back foot here. They're not looking for anything, even though they only see Bvoy at the time. So they may still fall victim to a Contractz move here, though.
Timing works out. Seos is able to get back.
He's going to go over the back of Dragon Pit.
Ooh, no ward in the Tri-Brush, but C9 got the wave in.
Yeah, Seos could hold, though.
I don't think they're going to stop these backs. Let's see if Shopify Rebellion can stop it for them. And the crash down into the pit blind. C9 might just lose their support. Flash from Vulcan very early. Bvoy cannot get in range to do damage. So it's just a summoner spell.
Contractz needs to get away so he can get his recall off now. He didn't lose much time. And he wants to be able to go re-clear pretty efficiently. So he stuck around, like, cancel the recall to get a Nautilus flash. It's a pretty low value flash, but I think he's still going to get back to his Krugs about when they respawn. So the timing window doesn't really cost him. And it's a pretty efficient burn. So yeah, Krugs are up for like a couple extra seconds.
There is a ward down, though, so C9 will see now he's getting back to the Krugs.
Yeah.
Blaber will be slightly ahead in that regard. But the Hex Flash on Vulcan means that C9 can still look to be aggressive on the bot side, regardless of losing that flash. It's just if they get caught now, they're in more danger.
Exactly. You just take away your defensive power. Your offensive power is pretty much still there, especially from the brush. So let's see about the river control, though, if this results in anything. Blaber is pretty close, as well as Vulcan coming up lane, though. So Seos definitely doesn't want to overcommit to this. They're trying to get the wave done.
Gravity Well goes down, and the knockup lands again! First blood to Loki.
The edge of the gravity well, Kangas.
Yeah.
Just got his little toe. His little toe was stuck in the edge of that gravity well.
Hold him in, suck him down.
Got stunned up, and again, our camera was right over Blaber. He was so close to mid lane that as soon as Seo showed, he immediately passed up there.
Ooh, flash from Fudge aggressively onto Thanatos right there. Who actually flashed in to get onto Fudge's ultimate so he can't get away. Now Fudge flashes defensively to make it out of there.
Yeah. So ult for ult trade and flash for flash trade.
Okay.
He really did not want to let the proxy continue, and Contractz here, okay.
Okay, does smash.
No flash.
And now in comes Contractz. Thanatos, no ultimate available, no flash available. Contractz not level 6 though, so he can't fully chase down the Croc.
Yep, and Thanatos was saving his dice after his slice so that when the Q2 comes in, he can just dice away, gain the extra distance there. Still though, Contract's gonna start up the dragon.
Let's see if he's able to take this uncontested. Blaber's walking down right now. And Blaber hit level 6. That's a Jarvan with ultimate, no flash available, but still can look to contest at the objective. Meanwhile, topside, Zven taking a lot of damage. Seo's got on top of him. Bvoy not in range. Flashes for the kill! Shopify Rebellion on the board.
Well, well, well. Bvoy might be the hero that Shopify need. Lucian able to flash in, get the kill. Vulcan by himself at the tower now. They can't get any turret plates afterwards. It would take them actually too long, so they want to get their reset so they can get off back to the other side of the map. Jungle is being taken away at the moment. Contractz has vision on this Gromp. Yoinkity yoink.
Goes in. Ooh, he does smite it away, but he doesn't hit 6 off of it still.
Yeah, very easy for Lee Sin with Q2 to be able to get those, so he does kind of steal away back, I guess, his own Gromp.
Back, yeah.
Deny the steal from Blaber, but as you say, Blaber, of course, with the experience lead still, not really too worried about it. Just goes back to his own side. I will say, if he goes with his ultimate to look for the Lucian, they might be able to shut down the Rebellion's hope as it has gotten started. Because Bvoy here, while Lucian does have his own dash and is pretty mobile, without the flash, and especially with Nautilus setup, they definitely could still try and attack him. He still has barrier though, so you have to be sure that you can make the all-in happen. And Zven has to be careful not to get chunked down.
And now the Contractz hits level 6. I'm imagining Shopify will set up for these grubs. They're coming up at 5 seconds.
Yeah. Honestly, Cloud9, I mean, Blaber is heading over, so it looks like they're making the call to contest. Instead of just go for the opposite side trade for Dragon.
Palafox is there earlier, and Loki doesn't have that much mana, maybe like 1 full rotation, so let's see how much C9 actually want to contest. This Fudge ult's bot doesn't have the teleport available.
Can he get 2 before he gets out? Nope.
Ooh, no. I guess they wanted to get the top lane pushed in first. So Shopify Rebellion, they will instead seed the grubs to allow Palafox to push in another wave mid. So 2 over to Cloud9.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff, I gotta say, once again, for Cloud9, because Loki this time around on Viktor, you know, getting early takedowns, helping for upgrades as well, also helps. And he got a Dark Seal before, so he has stacks in his Dark Seal. Here we go for the top side skirmish, though.
Seos level 5 is still able to just walk away.
Yeah. But yeah, Dark Seal plus some, you know, quicker upgrades for Viktor does feel very nice.
Yeah, already scaling. Not quite. Actually, now that I look at the timer, this is about the same that he was in Game 1 as the Azir. It was later when he gets that triple kill that he really came online, but it started off with just that solo kill. Wasn't a solo kill this time around, but still is able to pick one up, and now has an advantage over Palafox, but he's going to want to spend some of that gold in his pocket right now as he will go for a reset. Let's see what he picks up here, because the Dark Seal 2 stacks already gives him some AP. And the Blasting Wand completed now.
The Rod of Ages build. The stacking, not a lot of early, but focused a lot more on his tankiness and scaling. So he will have a decent amount of health with this build. You know, even, I guess, if you get caught in a shockwave or something, or like Lucian finds a kick angle onto you, you've got a little health padding.
Yeah. And, okay, Kobe, I got to ask something. This is an honest question, your opinion. Does Tunneler count as AD for Sion? Is Fudge doing it?
Yeah? What do you mean?
There we go.
What kind of question is that?
He's got AD.
15.
15.
In fact.
Yes.
15 individual attack damages.
That's going to scale
upon that Tunneler. Also, it's such a cool, like, looking / thematic item. Like, this drill, are you, like, picking up the drill and punching people with it? Because that's what it looks like. It's a fist with a giant drill coming out of the top.
That's straight out of like Jace's laboratory.
You're like Wolverine, but with drills.
Ooh, that's got to be. Hopefully, it's like an attachment. It doesn't actually come out of your wrist like Wolverine. So
who's to say?
Well,
which one's cooler?
Marvel's really going crazy with their superpowers these days.
But yeah, Tunneler, I like as a little component item too. It's pretty efficient early game health and attack damage, and those are both just like very good all-in stats. And definitely does count. So we'll see about the Dragon, though. Rotation over here from Shopify. Again, lots of wards on it.
They get the one over the wall. The control ward is still there as Contractz will now walk up to clear that one out. Contractz had looked at the Dragon earlier, but was level 5, so didn't commit to it. Let's see if Shopify Rebellion wants to commit this time around as Contractz is walking away, but he goes back in. So they'll know that the Dragon is still aggroed. Blaber does not take the blast cone over the wall. He's going to walk around the side instead. Linking up with Loki here. Could be a contest.
Ooh, Contractz needs to soak a little experience.
Ooh, they're engaging onto Seos, but now Bvoy's in position to free fire onto the J4. Gets kicked out of Bvoy's ultimate. Shopify Rebellion not quite ready for that one as Thanatos now teleports in. Loki damage onto Bvoy, has to flash over the wall, but Zven is in the waiting arms. And Blaber's still alive for now, but Fudge will take him down. So 1 for 1. Shopify Rebellion now getting engaged on the top half. Vulcan lands a Q onto Palafox. Flash forward from Zven. Looking for the damage onto Seos. Crash down gets him out of the death laser range. Loki can't kill him.
These fights are so fun to watch.
Whoa.
What a scramble. I was tracking the fight where Shopify were trying to chase around and kill Blaber, ring around the Rosie of the Dragon Pit Kangas. In the end, they killed the enemy jungle, so they took out the enemy smite, but they also lost one in the process. So here's another look. So they're focused onto Blaber right now. Seos goes full combo. They exhaust Blaber before his ult 2, and they kick him over to Palafox. Yeah. But because he flashes the shockwave and Contractz after his hop, his Q didn't hit Blaber. So Blaber after survives long enough for his EQ to come back up and then cut off Bvoy. So it's only Fudge's flash over that ends up going to even it here. It means the Dragon should still be alive when we get back to the live gameplay. But that means there's no flash on Fudge or Palafox after this. And I believe Loki still doesn't have his.
Let's see who has their flashes.
Everybody
Nobody's got flash.
Okay, nobody has flashes at all for the return fight.
What a chaotic moment in League of Legends right there. Nobody gets the Dragon still. We're 13 minutes in, and nobody has actually claimed that objective.
Surpasses POB. Shout out to Popes.
The notorious POB. 1464. That's a lot of kills. Yeah. 8th in NA. Well done, Zven. Let's see if he can keep that track record going here. He did flash for even more. Wasn't able to get to that one on Seos, though. So now, with all these flashes down, I'm curious if either team is going to feel confident enough to still go for that Dragon again.
I feel like Cloud9 might. You know, Trinity Force Spike for Corki is really, really nice. I mean, Essence Reaver for Lucian is fine, but Zven here looks pretty powerful on the bottom side, and they've got Blaber moving through bottom side with him and Vulcan.
Vulcan's getting very aggressive right now, walking all the way up into the enemy jungle as now Contractz sees Loki. Doesn't get stunned up and is able to walk out of that one.
Yeah, taking away the vision too, so it becomes a little scary for Shopify if they want to check, and they're making moves at Loki here, but I mean, Loki has safety is fine just at his tower, so.
Also with Rod of Ages, it's going to be hard to actually kill him. You're going to be on him for quite a while before he goes down. At least not just a full Lee Sin combo. Going to threaten that out. Dragon is now started up here by C9. Blaber's nearby. They engage here over the wall onto Contractz, locking him down. Blaber goes in, but Contractz is out. Onto the grub to try and heal up. Calling from Bvoy, not canceled this time. Feet of Warfare claimed by Shopify Rebellion as Loki's trying to take down Seos, but Bvoy's getting aggressive. In onto Zven. Valkyrie's away. Zven takes the fight on the Bvoy.
Trinity Force wins those. Bvoy, or Zven here. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, Contractz, if he's able to hit that Q, maybe can threaten something, but barrier available on Zven, I think he's just fine. Loki nearby as well. But still, nobody is able to commit onto the Dragon because Blaber goes down.
Contractz has ults. If one of those Qs had hit, I think Contractz full sends with his ult. But he did not, so we don't get a continuation of the action. And our Dragon, Kangas, is going to continue to lure more Cloud9 and Shopify members over here.
It's the loneliest Dragon I've ever seen. Actually, maybe not even that lonely. It's at a couple of parties at this point.
I was going to say.
It's a very popular Dragon.
It is a very popular Dragon. Topside, popular Crocodile, looking to finish this while Seos is wrapping around.
Okay, can he take the turret fast enough? Two more autos should have it, and there we go. No turret to help out, but Orianna damage plus a Rell, and the dice fails over the wall. Dominus pop to try and turn the fight, now heal up. They just don't have enough DPS. Palafox is looking for it, but here comes Blaber. Thanatos with a sliver of a health bar. He's healing through it. He's drain tanking up. He trades it back. 1 for 1 as Thanatos will claim one as he goes down.
They get an extra flash out of Blaber here, who had to escape from Fudge's ulti, so that might mean Shopify actually get the Rift Herald in the aftermath. Loki is bottom side with no teleport, so that 100% means they get the Rift Herald. The question is, how much damage can Loki actually do to the tower on bottom side while this is happening? As the Viktor.
Let's see, as the Herald will maybe meet another turret, but instead it's Contractz getting caught out right now. Blaber has the ultimate available. Flash out from Contractz now as Fudge just keeps Zven away. Nice shockwave lands. Do they have more damage to follow up? Not enough with only the Orianna. Now teleport coming in. Depth charge lands from Vulcan. Palafox should be in a world of hurt. Flash for the auto route. They're chasing down the Orianna, who also has flash available. Do you get over the wall? Might just hold it here because Thanatos is straight on top of him. Gets the kill as another dredge line lands. C9 are looking for everything as Loki is able to avoid the engaged bot side.
Yeah, even though they lose the Rift Herald, the chase down from Cloud9 gets them a bunch of money back. Revenge of Thanatos with his teleport is justified there, able to get the extra money. And bottom side, they did get the whole tower. So Loki had to blow his flash on the Viktor. Maybe Viktor now is a target. Maybe will be vulnerable. But got a bunch of extra money in doing so. So Thanatos here with the 1.6k gold lead now on the Renekton. When he can get to his second item here, the Sterix for Renekton, you just become a beastly team fighter here. That plus a Black Cleaver, you can shred your opponents. You have plenty of health here. And the shield ends up being quite big. Oh, it's the Sojin instead. He goes for the more damage option.
Yeah, he wants to scrap.
The Bwipo option is he loves going for his second item Sterix for team fights. But Thanatos here going for the extra damage with the Spear of Sojin. Looking to get his own kills. And
okay, will Dragon go down, Kobe?
Yes.
Okay.
This Dragon is finally dead, Kangas. Part 6, maybe?
Somewhere around there. That was a whole, like, narrative arc for that Dragon. I feel like that was kind of an anticlimactic way to claim it, though. There's no fight. There's no, like, big payoff. They just get it.
In the end, they get the Dragon. And Shopify, it's a lot of health off on that tower, so can't really stick around to get that either. And Cloud9 have their pretty comfortable 3k gold lead in addition to the extra objectives here. And our feats, though, is going to come down. Actually, we're delayed on it so much because of the delay on the Dragons. And we do have to wait a while, but Cloud9, if they get one more, since they got 2 of the grubs plus the Dragon.
Zven getting confident on the Bvoy. The Culling doesn't even trade half of the damage that Zven was able to inflict onto Bvoy.
Yeah, that Corki burst damage is very respectable at the moment. Steal? Nope.
Nice little look from Blaber, though. He's able to take away the Krugs, and this is what C9 do. Once they get a lead, once they have that gold on their side, they just make it suffocating for the enemy team as Blaber will look to invade over and over again, and they're just going to keep pushing these waves in. C9 with control of the map is a scary team to be against.
Yeah, I definitely concur, especially wherever Zven goes. Oh, he flashes!
Nice.
Yeah, he was really worried about the kick here from Contractz. So Contractz actually pretty valuable, very, very valuable. Gets Sven's flash. We were just talking about how powerful the burst damage from Corki can possibly be. maybe that is their real target now. No flash on Zven, no flash on Loki. Shopify still have a hope burning inside them.
It's Oticon that is the kind of window they can force something. It's actually Thanatos that they could maybe pick off here. Slices over the wall and gets to a Vulcan. Dredge lane soaked by Seos, but Thanatos is out of there. It's just Operation Get our top laner to safety. I'm looking at that Oticon, though, because in the timer that Loki has flash, Dragon will be up by the time that Loki's able to use that summoner spell again. So Oticon's really the only thing that Shopify can try and force right now while they have the summoner spell advantage. But instead, it's Vulcan going for the engage here onto Seos. Loki just does so much damage with one laser.
That's definitely a really good chunk, though. Seos, see what they can do. You're talking about Oticon vision. They definitely need to at least keep their vision up as far as the pathway to Oticon. It's a pretty risky objective to just start up yourself and you know, try and burn down. But as long as you have vision around it, you can go look for those flips to try and contest if your opponent gets a little bit risky with it. 2-item power spike for Bvoy as well, though, and crits can come through. Pretty big Infinity Edge power spike for him. We'll see, because at the very beginning, when they got their first kill, we were like, oh, maybe Bvoy is it for Shopify. Maybe he'll be the hope, but 2-item power spikes coming in for both their carries here. Him and Palafox will be ready for the next fight.
Unfortunately, Bvoy has not been able to chain that one early kill into much more after the fact.
Yep.
2-item power spike feels good, and there is a window here where Zven hasn't fully stacked his Muramana, so yes, Shopify do, like, again, have a window to try something. They drop the Herald mid, but it doesn't look like they're going to get anything done before Loki's flash is off cooldown right now, as C9 will even just stop the Herald from getting onto the mid turret. Unceremonious death for Shelly here, as C9 will commit time towards it. Our Shopify starting up the Oticon. They're in the neighborhood, but no, they just can't commit to it.
Every time a Shelly dies without getting her charge off, it reminds me of all the baby turtles that die along the way when they're trying to get to the water.
That is a pretty chaotic way to be born, think about it. Thankfully, we don't have to go through that with our advanced medical
I was traumatized.
technology.
There was a WoW quest that did this to me, and that's why I always think of it.
They made you play a turtle?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
and there's a line in the quest where you're literally trying to defend them because all the seagulls are coming and like eating up the baby turtles. And then
oh, okay. You aren't physically the turtle.
But then when the baby turtle makes it to the water, it goes, "Yay! Another turtle has made it to the water."
See, this is why I couldn't play a game like that, because I would spend all day, every day trying to save those turtles. Yeah. I would never move on to another quest.
But then you would spend all day, like not all of them make it, Kangas.
No!
So every day you would be sad.
I can't save them all.
You'd be sad. Yeah.
I'm just not going to play that game. We'll stick to League of Legends. Save my solo queue teammates instead.
Yeah, nobody was able to save that Rift Herald either.
No.
Shelly did not make it to the tower.
Unfortunate, as that was one of the things Shopify Rebellion had in their toolbox to try and make something happen to get the gold on their side. It's still favored for C9, as Blaber is very far forward, but Shopify Rebellion don't fully pull the trigger. Flash from CS now just completely whips the engage. Loki flash dodge, well-timed from C9's mid laner, as now the re-engage comes through. Fudge wants to commit onto it, gets the kill onto Vulcan, and Blaber goes deep into enemy territory. Contractz will fall, a double kill to Loki. 2 for 2 with Thanatos flanking behind the turret, looking for Palafox, who flashes to safety. A 2 for 2 trade at the end of the day, but maybe one more, as Fudge barely gets tagged right there and will fall. Zven on a rampage. C9 win the fight.
Okay, how much more can they get? The dragon is up and available. Seems like they just burn this one down. No junglers around, doesn't really matter, since nobody's going to be able to contest it. But yeah, I mean, that was... Loki saw the engage coming the entire time. He was ready. His finger was like on his flash.
He was ready.
So as soon as Seos goes for it, Loki instantly already here with the flash. Here's another look at it. So he can tell, yeah, this guy's headed right at me. So good response there from Loki. As soon as the Rell is charging at him, he's able to flash away. Still though, Shopify made it look good as far as Fudge is engaged. The counter there with Fudge was actually quite strong to get their answer. And then inside of Blaber's ultimate, he left up the Cataclysm on the way out, so it was a double kill for Loki. Back to the Oticon, though.
We have Oticon coming up, and that's a TP flank from Fudge on the side, immediately engaged by Blaber, but that means no jungler on the Oticon. Shopify can either go for the pick or go for the objective. They're going to take down Blaber. The J4 caught out of position there, as now they turn back onto the objective. C9, their damage dealers are trying to take down Fudge. Oticon falls secured by Contractz. Shopify Rebellion fight their way back into this game as they get flash out of Zven. Still looking for a little more. Fudge will be sacrificed for it. Maybe he can get one though. Loki slowed down. Loki's going down. AD Sion goes bop onto the Viktor as C9 crumble during the fight. Shopify Rebellion hurting them under this turret. How bad do they want the dive?
Oh, they want it, but they're not going to get it. Cloud9, they get out. Shopify are like, hey, calm down. We are fairly low health. We don't want to overplay our hand because they just got a massive comeback. This is huge for the Rebellion. Shopify, they teleport in. They're going to fight on this, and it's all about Blaber, Kangas. They teleport in on Blaber, and Fudge just gets his Q charge up.
Yeah.
So they immediately jump on him, destroy the Cloud9 jungler, and then the rest of Cloud9 here, you saw Vulcan and Thanatos actually got shredded by Oticon. So as they turn back around, I got kind of worried for Fudge. I thought Fudge was actually going to just give back the extra kill when he goes in, but he stops his ultimate, and he gains enough distance that Loki walking up got shock-waved in. Palafox hit his little Orianna ball there by the dying Sion and shock-waved Loki in, which was critical.
We should reset. We are greedy.
Yeah, C9, they realize it. As they're saying, they're a little greedy to go for that kind of play. That was a big shutdown that Fudge just picked up on Loki.
Yeah, I guess we should go back and look at like the golden inventory too from the Cloud9 members to see about that reset. Yeah, because they're the ones that that called for that, and it is Shopify, the ones that answered the call. Even though the gold lead is still here for Cloud9, Oticon is such a good like comeback mechanic. Because it does give proportionally more to teams that are behind. So nice little boost there. And even though the flowers, like the difference isn't that huge at the moment, you get an extra little petal every time you get a kill. So they could increase those numbers.
Ooh, Zven, no flash available, has to Valkyrie the safety. Pushed away from the wave. Shopify Rebellion might be able to take this with this one wave. All 5 members clumped up together. C9 are pushing the side waves, so Shopify Rebellion will take this turret.
There you go. Some more gold for their inventories here to help close that gap and catch them up with items. Full 3 items completed for Thanatos now. Now he's got the Sterix Gauge. So now he has the extra team fighting shield available to him. And the 10 stack rod had already ticked over for Loki. So he completes his Zonias. He's got his extra levels to level 16 here for Viktor. See what they can do. Just some wards, though, down around Baron. Nobody going to overextend.
5 stacks of Dark Seal as well for Loki. He does do a lot of damage at this point in time, but still going for the tankier build with all this HP stacking, the armor from the Zonias. So that 4th item most likely going to be that death cap. That's when he's really in that one-shot territory for somebody like Bvoy.
Yep.
But for right now, Shopify Rebellion do still have, again, a window. It's gold in favor of C9, but Shopify Rebellion are really fighting back here in this game too and showing why they were 3rd seed coming in. Fudge now looking for the engage onto Zven. Still no flash available. Shut down to Bvoy.
Fudge! Oh my goodness! He just hits him with a train!
That's that 80 buffs right there on the Sion ultimate, baby.
They just ran him over, and they're going to use that to start Baron. Shopify, can the comeback continue?
No rocket poke from the Corki available. It's got to be Loki or maybe a steal from Blaber. C9 are approaching. Seos is on the flank right now, but he's marked by Vulcan. Cannot find the engage. Shopify Rebellion are a little split right now. C9 have 4 core together. Seos takes a blast cone away. Baron is still aggroed. Loki walking up, landing these lasers. It's only hitting the front line for right now. Now we're engaging here onto Thanatos, who just straight up 1v3 and might just take down Palafox. Flash from the Orianna, shut down for Bvoy. Thanatos is down, but so is Contractz. No jungler for Shopify Rebellion. C9 in a 4v5 are actually going to take it. Are you kidding me? Blaber almost goes down. One more Southern Sky heal, but he does fall. Bvoy, the line for Shopify, but Loki is just hitting him with laser after laser. Shopify Rebellion are gonna have to back off, try and get away. Palafox teleports back into the fight. If they can kill Loki, this is it for Shopify. They got him. Mid laner down for C9. They got Zven. Shopify Rebellion win the fight.
That's gonna be the Baron. Shopify are doing it. They want to push us to even up the series. Look at that comeback. Okay, let's take a look at this fight. So look at Contractz goes all the way around the world to kick Loki towards Fudge, but it wasn't enough time to charge up the knockup on Fudge's Q. So Loki was able to survive. He wraps around, kills off Contractz. Then the fight continues with the Viktor ultimate trying to charge up. The Baron still damaging Seos, but they actually couldn't finish him off, and they heal for Bvoy so well. Fudge was able to gain enough space. Bvoy just pops off here on the Lucian. He's able to slide back with the frontlining from Fudge. They kept Bvoy safe, and then when Palafox teleported in, he wraps around through the fog of war of Baron. Zven went over towards Seos over there for a quick second, but Seos does this weird like jump over. He flashes in to use his ult to suck Zven back in so they can finish off the last kill, and then they get the Baron, and Damonte's losing his mind.
And a handshake.
There's the one time,
just as we planned.
The one time that Revan is not losing his mind. That is the. Ooh, that was the most calm I've ever seen Revan in any of the reaction plays. They must have rehearsed that one.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, now I'm going to be the crazy one and you be the calm one.
I think Revan's craziness scales with his hair length.
Yeah, Bvoy though, Bvoy scales with crits. Lucian, we talked about the Lucian as soon as he got his Infinity Edge. You know, after the first kill of the game, we were kind of looking at him. Mid-game, it didn't really happen, but now in the comeback, Kangas, he is just skyrocketed up to 4 items. It is basically the core Lucian build here. He's got his armor penetration, he has healing cut as well. So let's see if Shopify can realize this full comeback with Baron buff. They have an opportunity to get some more tower gold.
And Loki's not even building toward that death cap right now, instead going for more magic pen here as, ooh, Contractz takes the Q on a Blaber. Blast Cone carries Blaber to safety. Shopify Rebellion for the first time now have that gold lead. Calling on the Zven, is this it? Bvoy almost makes magic happen on his own. Flash out from the Corki and the mid turret.
And that is magic in itself. Zven back to base, they get the tower, no flash on the Corki either. That's 2 towers worth of gold. Kangas, the Shopify onslaught here really continues. They're making the most out of this Baron. This is a very good Baron comeback already. If they could get another tower with it, this would be massive for them. Already over 4,000 gold. This is going to put it over 5,000, the Baron comeback. And this doesn't even count all the kills that they got, because all the kills were all before taking the Baron. So if we also take into account the 6 kills, since Zven died first with the pick and then came back, and then died one more time. So 6 kills plus this Baron power play. This is just such a huge swing for Shopify. And this is the thing when people always talk about Shopify and their upsets and their like wild card potential. These are the type of games that they are talking about, where they have these big comeback team fights and Barons. And there you go, the gold graph.
It was up to almost 5K for C9. And then back-to-back plays for Shopify. I believe that first little blip where gold comes back to Shopify's favor, or at least getting more towards their side of the line, was on that bottom play. Yeah. And now with the Baron play as well, they are in firm control of game. And
the gold graph doesn't even show Oticon either. So you're mentioning the bottom side play.
True.
That was good for gold for them. It was also amazing because of the Oticon, the pedal power. And since they got all these extra kills afterwards, that number has been pumped up from those rookie numbers of 13. When we last looked at it.
Yeah. They doubled those rookie numbers.
They pumped it up, and they're feeling very good now. And yeah, the Oticon fight, you know, it was good to kill Blaber off, but then also they got the shockwave. Palafox hit that shockwave onto Loki that was able to get the shutdown.
Yep.
And I think that money actually went to Fudge's zombie.
It did, yeah.
The zombie Sion.
4 items on Sion now.
That Sion kind of punched him down. So that was such a comeback kind of fight for Shopify. I feel like there's so many of these times where we've had games hinge on Oticons. Oticon is such a great kind of comeback.
It's a fun one, yeah.
It is a fun one.
Teams ahead feel confident to take it, and then teams behind say, oh, you just shredded 40 armor and magic resist? Sweet. Yeah. Let's take the fight.
Let's flip.
Yeah, as Shopify Rebellion now find themselves in a position they were not able to close out. Last time they were in a best 5 versus C9. They got swept 3-0 by C9 in Split 2 in the playoffs. Now here, they have the driver's seat. Can they close out the game with the win? Contractz is on a deep flank right now as C9 are grouped up. All members hanging around here in the mid lane as the shockwave lands on the Vulcan. The dredge line doesn't hit the wall. He's got to flash away. And now Blaber gets chunked out as well. So 2 members of C9's front line heavily hurt as Thanatos looks for the 1v1 versus Contractz, keeping the Lee Sin away from the full flank. Now Zven, he's exhausted up. He's pulled back. the one to go down as Bvoy's dominating. Shopify Rebellion pick the AD carry.
Yo, low-key, Fudge is mega smurfing with this Sion, I feel like. He's had some really big, impactful team plays for them, and they're just gonna run straight through this tower.
And a flash engage comes in from Sales. They're under the turrets, but they don't care. Shopify Rebellion want to close it right here, right now. Double kill to Bvoy as he dives in, a little past the rest of the team. He does go down, shut down, picked up by Thanatos. C9 will deny the game end.
Even I was right there with you, Kangas. I'm super hyped too. Holy, pop it up. And Thanatos chops him down.
Yeah.
He jumped right through the crocodile jaws.
He did, but unfortunately, there was a laser on the other side of those jaws. So.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, we got more excitement coming your way. There is a dragon plus a baron right on the way. It's going to be delivered to the Rift very shortly here, so we'll return to the action.
Let's get a look at that replay, though, because this looked like Shopify had the angle to end it.
Yeah, it's so hype. You know, Sales jumped for it. He got Loki's flash. He got two of them sucked in, and boom, one kill. They got the Oticon explosion on it, too. Boom, they kill Blaber, and Bvoy's like, all right, Loki's mine. His flash is down, but Thanatos says, my flash is up. And Thanatos, very good uses of his flash to go flash stun Bvoy on the side. Bvoy got a Guardian Angel afterwards, though, and so did Contractz. So they've got 7 lives on Shopify's side.
These are the items you build when you know one more fight could close out the entire game. Not the most gold efficient, but that passive revive can turn an entire play. C9 cannot commit to the Baron right now. Shopify are nearby. They're also going to push this mid wave here, so C9 are going to have to find a way to catch that low. The Shopify Rebellion can now walk in and establish their own control. They're going to deny C9 access to the wave.
Yeah, they're going to run straight through mid lane here. This tower's already chunked to 50%, so they can just burn this one down as well. Bvoy, okay, they don't want to risk it. They back off from the hook.
Yeah, Vulcan was looking for the engage right there. Thanatos now, he's so scary as the crocodile. I believe he has his own Guardian Angel if I see that animation around his...
He's a Galaxy Renekton right now with some rotating stars.
Yeah. Thematic as Shopify Rebellion now currently on the Baron buff. No wards for C9, no flank wards either. There's the wave pushing top, so maybe they can look at that, but Thanatos is just walking up instead.
Blaber, can he get in there? This thing's so low.
Looking for the steal.
He wants to kick him out, he can't!
Focus down, and Contractz secures it. Kicks Blaber back. Blaber's out of the fight now. It's a 5v4 for Shopify Rebellion, and they got the purple worm. C9 can have to find a way to get back into their base, as they will escape through the top lane, but Shopify Rebellion have access to the mid wave, and they could just push to end.
How can you not love this Shopify team? They're like, you know what? It's fine. Blaber's gonna get in. Flip it!
Flip it! We got it.
Let's
It's fine. Contractz wins those as the mid turret falls, the middle inhibitor as well. There's a small wave Baron empowered right now. C9 can try and clear that out here. The Viktor does have good wave clear. Thanatos trying to buy them space to hit the minions, and the wave will fall. Second wave comes in. Shopify want to close this here. 15 seconds on Blaber.
They're not even killing the inhibitor on the side right now.
They just want that Nexus. They want the fight. They want to get out of Thanatos. That's a Guardian Angel. Stasis for Loki. Kick from Contractz. That's the setup that they needed. But Zven is free firing. Thanatos is frontlining. Shut down for Zven. Shopify Rebellion just don't have the numbers anymore. Blaber's back on the map and can now buy space for Zven, so Bvoy and team have to run away.
They didn't even kill the other exposed inhibitor. They went for the double Nexus tower dive.
Yeah, again, the Guardian Angel for Thanatos, I think, really saved it because it just bought so much time for C9.
This team is so fun to watch. Oh my goodness. All right, action, action, action. So the Q is on Loki, so Contractz goes for it, but Loki as his Zhonya is active. So Loki buys time. Then you talked about the Guardian Angel resurrecting Thanatos. He gets back up inside the middle of the team. And despite Fudge here getting back up in his zombie form, and then Contractz as well with his Guardian Angel, they're already too low to go for the end or go for the finish. So they got one Nexus tower, which does respawn nowadays.
Oh, if they get a pick on the Thanatos, so that is huge. No flash, no hope of survival. The Rebels find a pick in the side lane.
The action continues. All right, now we're gonna go end it. Teleport in, bottom lane, push, push, push.
No GA available for Contractz, but we do still have it for Bvoy. That means there's so few options for C9 to get onto the damage dealers of Shopify Rebellion. as now Fudge ulting in. Zven taking a lot of damage, has to flash. There's the Guardian Angel for Bvoy, trying to maximize the usage right there. Now focusing down the bottom turret. They have the cannon there as well. Do they go for the end or do they hit the inhibitors? It looks like they just want to play around this mid wave right now, but C9 still happy to clear that one out. Shopify Rebellion again, just kind of waiting for the mid wave to try and close it out, but now 2 cannons on the bottom wave. This could be the push. C9 trying to go in, engage from Seos onto Loki, no stasis this time around. Can Contractz take him fast enough? The turn's doing a lot of damage, but they got him! Loki's out of there, Blaber as well. C9 crumbles, Shopify Rebellion strike back in game number 2.
Honestly, this is what people were looking forward to in this series.
Yeah.
Cloud9 came out in game number 1, all control, they win the game. Everyone's like, oh man, Shopify, they're so underdogs, man, there's no chance. And then boom, they come back in game number 2. They have an explosive fight for Oticon. They steal the Oticon, they got the kill on the Blaber, they got the kills, money that they needed, and they turned it into a victory. So 1-1 in the series.
You know what that looked like for me, Kobe? Looked like Shopify Rebellion got a little angry after game number 1. They had something to prove. Fudge especially, that Sion, incredible engages. He created so much space for the rest of the team to play through. What do we think, Lounge? Was Shopify a little angry after that game number 1?
What do we think?